In my car right now, and I know it looks like I just drew my eyebrows on with a Sharpie and that is because I just tattooed them, and so they're extra dark right now because they still have to kind of like scab up a little bit, and then the skin has to flake off, and then the skin kind of grows back over, and so I'm gonna lose about probably half of this intensity. But so I am actually here to pick up my son from school, and obviously I am not going to interact with anybody with my eyebrows looking like this. So I've got my big, you know, Prada inspired sunglasses, and there you go. No, nobody's going to be able to see. I don't know. A little bit too dark, I guess. I'm kind of funny because I've always liked like a really dark contrast, like blonde hair and then really dark eyebrows. So anyway, let's clip on over to my results. So I am sitting in my car again, and this is actually the next day, and this morning I took a shower, and the scabs that were there, you know, I don't know if they would be called scabs. I guess they would be because I actually did poke holes in my skin, you know, with a tattoo pen. But anyway, they just kind of really softened up, you know, in the shower, and then when I got out, I just took a Q-tip and just kind of rolled the Q-tip over my eyebrows, and it all just kind of came off. So I don't have any scabbing left. However, the color is still extremely intense, and it is probably going to look this intense for about, I would say, maybe a week or so, until kind of the skin kind of grows over and stuff. You know, whenever you have like a scab and, you know, the scab comes off, the skin is still kind of raw, and then the skin grows over, and then, you know that process. So anyway, this is what they look like right now, and like I said, in like a week or so, they're really going to, you know, lighten up. So I kind of went a little baby bit thicker too. I don't know if you can tell. I was telling my husband that I was gonna go a little bit thicker this time, and he's like, don't go too thick. You know, he just doesn't want me to regret it. So I didn't, but I think I did go just a tad bit thicker. So anyway, this is what they look like. Here's what they look like close up. Okay, so I have this little desk right here, or I don't know if it's a desk, it's just like a table. It's got one little drawer. But anyway, this is gonna go in my filming room, and I just bought it yesterday at Walmart. It was only 50 bucks. And right now I just have like these marble top kind of TV trays. And although, you know, they work for me, they're just not very sturdy, and I'm constantly kicking them, and stuff is falling off of them and stuff like that. So anyway, I bought this yesterday, and my husband was like, so when do you want me to put it together? And I was like, no, I'll put it together. And because right now he's trying to put together a fish tank, and I know he's so busy, and there's just a big mess back there with all the fish tank stuff. So anyways, I was like, no, I'll put it together myself. And he pretty much like chuckled. And I'm like, I didn't like that chuckle. But I don't know why he thinks that, because one time my sister and I put together an entire like home gym. Like it literally almost went up to the ceiling. That's how big it was. And not this ceiling, because this one's really high. But anyway, she and I just read the directions, and you know, it came with these tools, and these are actually the tools that I'm gonna use to put together this. So I figure if I have tools and instructions and a pair of scissors, because I'm sure I'm gonna have to open some stuff, and I think as long as I have like a working brain, I think I'll be able to do it. So anyway, yeah, I guess I'm going to go ahead and get started right now, and yeah, watch me do this. Okay, so there you have it. I was able to put this desk together all by my little lonesome female self. I don't know why my husband doubted me. I don't know why, because he saw the cover and you could tell that it's a very easy desk to put together. But I think he was thinking, we just recently bought our daughter a corner desk for her room, and it's quite big and it's white also. And it was just a giant hassle to put together. It came with so many parts. So anyway, so maybe that's what he was thinking about. But you guys saw that this was like a tabletop and 4 legs, and that was it. So anyway, it's a really nice desk. I feel like it's pretty heavy. And it feels very, very sturdy. And it's got this drawer here, and I'm probably just gonna shove a bunch of makeup in it. But anyway, so I did it. Okay, so I am about to color my hair right now. And the first thing I do before I color my hair is I put it in these little ponytails like that, just to kind of divide it. It just helps me go a lot faster, and it doesn't really cut down like on the time it takes me to color my hair, because obviously it took me time to put it up like this, but I just don't want hair color to be sitting in certain sections of my hair, you know, so much longer than other sections of my hair, obviously, because then, you know, it's not going to develop as long. So I want to try to speed through that process, you know, applying it as quickly as I can. So these right here are the colors that I'm using. And I've got a dark ash blonde, and then I've got a light ash brown. And I definitely like ash colors because I do not like seeing red tones or warm tones or golden tones around my face. I just don't feel like it compliments me. I just don't at all. So I like using the ash tones. Anyway, this is the color that I typically use kind of all summer long. And for whatever reason, when I put this color, this dark ash blonde, on my silver hair, it really takes it to a really beautiful kind of a beigey blonde. Now, right now, I do have like hair powder, what's it called? Like root touch-up powder to camouflage, you know, my silver hair, and it doesn't affect, you know, the coloring or anything like that. So anyway, so you probably can't tell that I have such silver hair. So anyway, this color always takes it to a really nice blonde, especially after like week 1, because the first week the roots are a little bit darker, and then they just kind of fade, and then it turns to a beautiful blonde. Now, where my silver hair is the most concentrated, those pieces will come out looking like beautiful highlights. It's just, my silver hair is really working for me as far as helping me to achieve a really nice blonde color. It used to be such a headache when my hair was really dark, because it's still dark down here, and it still grows in, you know, very kind of brunette, I guess. I don't even know what color I am. I've been blonde since I was like 14 years old. Maybe even younger. And so what this color does is it just kind of lightens the dark pieces maybe a level or two, and then for the really silver pieces, it just turns it to a really nice blonde. So like I said, it just seems to work for me. Now I've got this color right here because I'm actually going to really use this around my temple area where my hair is kind of thinning. You know, it's definitely a lot thinner than it was, and because it's so silver, and there's no pigment there, you know, it actually looks even thinner. So, and it's so resistant too. I don't know why. That area and right in here, the hair color, I mean, the silver hair is super, super resistant. And so I really want to go in with a much darker color just right in those areas. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use these two colors. I might even mix them because right now I'm really preferring a darker root. I just really think that that goes with my complexion a lot better, and because my eyebrows are so dark, and they look really dark right now because I think you're going to see in this vlog. I re-tattooed them, and I used a different ink than I've ever used in the past, and it had great reviews on Amazon and stuff, and wow. It usually, whenever I tattoo my eyebrows like once a year, I will lose about half of the intensity when, you know, once it's healed and stuff like that. Well, that did not happen here. They are still so, so dark, which it's kind of funny because it just takes me back to being young, because when I was young, my eyebrows were jet black and so dense. Like you could not see my skin through my eyebrows. They were super, super dense. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in. What if I had a mohawk? Like a faux hawk. I think it's so, like when I see girls that really experiment with their looks, like with really different hairdos, especially when they like shave it and they might go for like a faux hawk or something like this. I just think, God, I think they're so cool. Like I feel like they're so comfortable in their skin, and I just love that. I just really admire people like that. They're just doing their own thing. It's very respectable, I think. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix a little bit of just the darker one. And I'm gonna put it just right here, maybe just right on the root, you know, just framing my face, because that's what I want. So. Now after I put this dark part in, I only let it sit for like 10 or 15 minutes because it darkens the most, you know what I mean? So, who is this? Who is this girl taking over my YouTube channel? That's me with my naturally dried hair. I've talked about it before in videos. I've actually shown my hair looking like this in another vlog before, but yeah, and this is how my hair dries naturally. I have not touched it at all with a blow dryer or anything. As you can see, it's like super like wavy and curly underneath. On this side, even more curly. It's so kinky and curly up under here that when I turn around, it's like you can't even see that part, but I'm gonna show you in just a second. So this is how, you know, crazy my hair looks right away. And a lot of people have been asking me what I've been doing because it seems to be looking a lot thicker. And basically I have just been growing out the layers, and I keep trimming it in like an angle right in here so that those layers all, you know, even up. And so obviously if you have layers, it's gonna be shorter, longer, you know, but once you cut those layers and it's all one length, it's gonna look thicker. So now the back is just way crazier. I can't even believe that I'm about to show you this, but this is what the back looks like. It's just crazy. Okay. So as you can see, my layer stops right there. But these pieces here, look at this. I mean, I literally have, this is real dry. If I put if I put a little bit of moisture on it right now or put in my heat protectant spray, it'll really kink up and get like ringlets, you know? But really just only in this section. This section doesn't have a lot of ringlets. It just, look at that. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Like, what is that? What? I don't know. Now, I am going to use, I just showed it in my favorites video. It's the Remington. And you know what? I have it set on 370. I'm gonna do it on 390. It goes up to 410, but I usually do 390. Maybe I should try 410. What if I could even do faster? So I'm gonna get to work. So just like whenever I color my hair, I have to do everything in stages. Otherwise, yeah, and sometimes I have to take breaks just because I'm like, oh my God. But I have just, you know, my hair is just so different in all areas. So I am done with my hair. Now I wanted to show you guys just what I meant by like cutting it at an angle. And I know this is not gonna look good whenever it's brushed completely straight because, you know, it just doesn't. So, but I know the texture of my hair, and I know that I live in a very humid city. And so the humidity is always gonna get my hair and it's always gonna fluff up a bit. So it's never ever going to lay like this, you know what I mean? So anyway, I have chopped and then chopped here. Now right now I have just finished hot ironing, so it seems really fine and it just seems really straight. But like I said, if I went and threw a bag of trash in the trash can outside right now, I would come back in and it would be like, because it's just rained also. So anyway, this is what it looks like. And like I said, I'm growing out my layers. I just don't want layers throughout anymore. I'm gonna do all one length, you know, all throughout the back. And then I might keep some pieces shorter up here because I really like to be able to play with something. I feel like when it's just hanging straight down, I just get super bored. And although I think that some women look gorgeous like that, I don't know, I feel like I need a little bit more. So This is what I'm doing right now. And I like when it almost looks a little bit choppy right there. And so that's what I'm doing right now. What are you guys so excited about? What are you so excited about? What are you so excited about? Am I about to give you some hot dogs? Y'all love your hot dogs, huh? Okay. Oh. Okay.